day! Day by day! We get stronger and stronger! We get stronger and stronger! Till we can't be beat! Till we can't be beat! Till we won't be beat! Till we won't be beat! We know the road! We know the road! It's gonna be tough! It's gonna be tough! So when we win! It won't be by luck! It won't be by luck! Amen, guys! Let's go! 1, 2, 3, Cougars!
As we're back here with TV Kojiko and the Chatham-Kent Cougars, we have championship football going on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Mike Renier along with Gary Patterson, Jeff Brooks on the camera, and a pretty good opening game of the double dip, Gary.
Yes, it was. In the third place game, it was the CK team beating the Wallaceburg Bantam squad by a count of 26-15. And we're expecting the championship game with the Swain brothers Bantam McGregor team wearing the white jerseys with the maroon numbers against the Pines and Blue Water Pools Bantam squad wearing the blue jerseys. The two combatants should prove to be very, very tough today.
If it was anything like the previous game we saw this morning, that was the third place battle. This should be a dandy here this afternoon.
Well, you know what, without a doubt. And they're set for the kickoff. Big boot by number 44 for the Pines. That's Alex Sakarik. And it's out of bounds. So away we go.
So the McGregor Panthers, the Bantam squad, will have the opening possession here. Wind's kind of picked up a little bit from the opening game this morning.
Lots of great players here. You know, you see the names, the Hearts, the Fortunas, and such that play the varsity game as well. And here they are out for this. So again, some great football action as McGregor lines up, 40-yard line, and is set to take the snap as number 50, Drew Barco. Barco takes it. Fires it off into the flats for the first play of the game. It's a completion, and twisting and turning and falling just past the 50-yard line is number 25, Corin Stewart, for the first down.
Great individual effort there by Stewart as he hauled in that pass from Barco. A little bit of a high pass from Barco, but bit of a leap by Stewart. And then once he caught that football, he was able to elude 2, if not 3, Pines players for a substantial pickup.
As you said, you know, they started off with that passing play, 1st and 4, and Stewart set. Check that Barco set. Looks to hands off, and nice little handoff. A little more juking, but taken for a loss is number 25 in the play, Stewart again. Looks like you're going to see a lot of these combination of the Barco-Stewart in this second game, the championship game here for the Bantam division of the Chatham-Kent Cougars football.
Yeah, the Pines certainly ready for that latest run there by Stewart, but one passing play and one play on the ground from those two young men. And second down and 12, 2-yard loss on that last play.
Barco to the shotgun, pulls back. Again, another handoff. And this time scampering up the middle and making some great gains is number 14, Kyleek Chandler.
Good job finding that seam up the middle from Chandler. Able to get past some of that front line of the Pines, so that brings up a manageable after a 2nd and 12. That brings up a decent 3rd and 5 chance here for McGregor.
I think of the Panthers, now you look at the Pines, they've got a solid overall team as well, so their defense is pretty good. As back to throw, chucking it out, and getting hauled in after a gain of probably 3 yards as Barco got the pass away. Getting hauled down was number 70, Trevor Lawton. Made the catch, though, which was important.
Yeah, and Cody Bully, number 75, able to wrestle down his man.
He's one of the big guys you're going to have to worry about for the UCC team, Mike. He's a solid player.
So 4th down and small yardage here, about 1.5 yards to pick up for McGregor.
Out of the eye, handed to the big fullback, rumbling through again, number 70, Trevor Lawton, and Lawton gains a first down at about the 45-yard line.
Partial tackle there by Alex Sakarik, 44 of the Pines, but if you need that important short yardage, Trevor Lawton's the guy you want to hand it off to. He's got a lot of size.
And he's getting those big knees popping, and he's rolling.
So big time play there on 4th down for McGregor. They keep it going.
Barco set, under center. The pro set got 2 backs. hands it off, a quick handoff to number 97, who busts up the field, and that is Matthew Hart. Runs up to about the 43-yard line. Nice gain for the McGregor team.
Yeah, especially looks like he was going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but there looked to be a little bit of confusion on the handoff. But despite that, good job by Hart as he was able to get through the front bunch of players on the Pines team. And about 2nd and 3 coming up, if not 2nd and 4.
Again, Hart set back. Got 2 backs in the field. Hands it off to Chandler. Kyleek Chandler stopped cold for a loss of about a yard. Great defense by the Pines.
Brings up 3rd down. Loss of about a yard on that one. So 3rd and 6 coming up here for McGregor. So as the series get on here.
Ready for a throwing down here. He's back, and Barco hangs on to the ball, and he runs. It looks like there's a penalty coming up. Could be a holding call, and he had a short gain of about maybe a yard before he was stopped, and it's against McGregor. I believe it's a holding call.
Barco had to hold down that high snap. So this makes the task even more difficult here for McGregor as they look to get points on the board in this opening drive.
Now the officials are trying to figure out exactly calling the coaches over. The other referees on the far side, Peter Cralo, James Clark on the side, the official call on the field. Whether it's a loss of down, I believe they're looking for, if it's a loss of down or if it's just a yard penalty.
Going to go a long way to get some confirmation on the other side of the field there.
Peter Cralo on the far side, refereeing the Pee Wee game. A long-standing veteran here of the football ranks.
James Clark always doing a great job as well. Those two gentlemen go back to the other field across the way. Great morning of football.
So it's a 10-yard penalty. It's a loss of down, just a loss of down. So it's 4th down.
2nd, 4th down play of this drive for McGregor.
Again, Barco set. Rolls out right, looking for the pass. He's getting hauled down, and he gets rid of the ball. But, again, before he was chased down and pulled down by number 6 for the UCC squad, that's Ethan Chenye Lane. Good wheels by him to track him down.
Yeah, despite that size mismatch from the quarterback to Lane, Lane's still able to bring down the quarterback. And that last moment, he just chucked that football away. Flag on the field. But it's a turnover on downs, and the Pines going at it now.
Set quarterbacking. Number 26, Benoit. Check that number 14, and it's handed off. And a big rumble by number 75, Cody Bully, pulled down, and then Lucas Rupert, the quarterback, and he took the snap, handed off to Bully, and Bully with a gain of about 4 yards on that play.
Yeah,
5.
Looking for a big game both sides of the football from Bully. Just tall and strong young man, number 75 of the Pines, as we saw him make a defensive play earlier in this game, and I'm sure he'll be called upon a time or two with this side of the football now.
As they're set, Rupert calls the signals, hands it off, and running east to west and finally finding a seam and busting it up almost to a 1st down. He'll be about a yard short on that one. That was number 26, Brandon Benoit. And it looks like they're the spot of the football. They're going to mark him very close to a 1st down.
Yeah, within inches. As Lawton was the McGregor player that brings him down on the tackle, Trevor Lawton, and it's going to be just short.
3rd and about 8 inches from here, Mike, I'll say.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Rupert sets, has a look. Wide receivers now spread. He's back, just pitches it off. And falling for his 1st down is number 44, Alex Sakarak. And Sakarak just falls far enough for a 1st down.
Exactly. He's got a good size as well, so just a little dump pass to the right, and He just got that lanky, tall body frame ahead a little bit, and he was able to fall for the first down. So size coming in big for the Pines.
Yes, Alex Sekarak. He's getting a star for this team, and varsity name you see all the time as well. Alex Sekarak. Rupert, set. How's it look? Looks for the throw. Fires it out deep, but just too far. Overshooting number 64 on that play, Clark Vlasman.
Just a little bit too much excitement from the quarterback there with some pressure, and he just wanted to get it away, just clearly overshooting his intended receiver.
Great Sunday morning football here, Mike, at the CK
beautiful.
Athletic Complex.
Beautiful day here. Couldn't ask for a better football day, and lots of football being played on both sides of this complex.
They're set back and with the ball and getting pulled for a loss. That was number 26, Brandon Benoit.
Matthew Hart right there. Took a little bit, but Hart eventually taking down the back.
Hart's another one of these guys that plays both sides of the ball well, Mike.
Yeah, and they're going to have to rely on him quite a bit this morning as well, but a drop of about 4 yards on that latest play, so that was certainly big, setting the Pines back, but McGregor, that was a big defensive play there.
As they said, Pines use the same offensive look almost every time, but different plays come out of it. Set back, very confusing for the defense. Fires it up, and again, Rupert overshoots number 75, Cody Bully. Just a little bit excited in this championship game and got a little too much mustard on the ball.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of miscommunication, but certainly a couple of big overthrows, and it's hard to overthrow Bully. So tall out there.
He's a big kid. But it brings up a fourth down and about 13 yards. The 54-yard line. Rupert's going to have to come up with some magic here to make this work. If you got big Bully in the backfield, look for the handoff to him. And he waits, sets the throw. Again, fire that one up to Bully, and just too far. And Bully couldn't haul that one in off the fingertips. So turnover on downs again. This could be a low-scoring affair, Michael, the way things are shaping up.
It could be. That was the closest of the pass plays to Bully, just off of his fingertips, but quarterback might have to rein things in just a little bit. He might be a little too strong for his own good on this Sunday morning, so he might have to just tone it down a little bit, do a little bit of retooling for the next offensive drive.
Again, Gary Patterson, Mike Renier, bringing you the action live on TV Cogeco. Maybe not live on TV Cogeco, but we're on TV Cogeco.
Live on tape, though.
Yes.
We are here live right now.
Live to air. As it's cut back and handoff, number 25 stepping up through there. That was Corin Stewart, and he gains about 3 yards on that play. Barco fed him off, and a nice clean handoff.
Yeah, but you mentioned it. The defenses might be having a big afternoon here for both sides. And kind of helping that last drive, too, by the Pines, that there was 2 or 3 overthrows by the quarterback.
As your famed coach would say, defense wins football games. Vince Lombardi of your Green Bay Packers.
One of the best.
Barco set up in the eye. Hands it off, and again, cutting out, number 25, Stewart. Stewart finds the corner, and he's heading off, and he gains the first down and much more as he's run out of bounds about the 27-yard line. Nice run by Stewart.
Yeah, Lucas Rupert sending him out of bounds, but Stewart able to find a whole big gap down the right side of the football field. As the defense going one way, but good job by Stewart for the McGregor Panthers squad, and that will maybe set the tone for some points here. We'll have to find out.
It says back, this is the pass play. He fires it, intercepted as it's picked off by number 70 for the UCC Lancers, Brady Desvaux.
And Desvaux really read that play wonderfully. He was initially just ready to make that tackle and wrap up the receiver, but he was able to get his body in the way of that football, and that was a no-doubter interception. Good job defensively by the Pines, and Desvaux able to take that football away, and that was a quick drive for the McGregor Panthers there.
Barco had that open receiver, but DeVoe just stepped in and read the play perfectly, Michael. As Rupert is back under center. He rolls out, just throws off to the flats, and on the move is Sekarak, and he's hauled down after a gain of about maybe a yard.
You never know if something like that's going to be a game changer, too, because going down the field fairly methodically seemed to be the McGregor Panthers, but that one little error on the throw and the interception, that could turn this game on its ear.
That threw a wrench into the momentum wheel, didn't it?
It certainly did. So we'll see if the Pines now can take advantage, as we're now under a minute into left to go in the first quarter.
So that's down Rupert. They're running out of the eye now. Hands it off, and right up the gut, and a big hit. That was number 50, Jude Pearson, as he has a gain of probably 4 on that one as well. Nice run.
A little trickery as they meant to make McGregor think they had a high snap with the quarterback, but they kept it on the ground. And about 4 yards to go to move the chains here for the Pines.
On a third down, Rupert his passing game has been firing it over. End of the first quarter, last play of the first quarter here. Back and pitch off, and number 75 on the move. That's Bully. Bully cuts through for a first down and almost makes it to the 45-yard line, but a big run by Bully, and just a big kid. He's dragging a whole bunch of white jerseys with him, but making the play on that, and a little slow getting up on it was number 55 for the McGregor team.
Anderson looks like he's going to be okay, but again, it looks like Bully might be one of the driving forces of this football game, certainly for the Pines. And you kind of expect he'll get even stronger as this game goes along, as a team will switch sides on the field for the second quarter in a scoreless opening stanza here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. And the defense is coming up fairly large in that opening quarter.
Yeah, both sides. The D has been huge, but the big one, though, is number 70 for the Bantam Pines team, the Brady DeVoe, as he stepped up and made a big interception to put the Pines back rolling along.
Now the onus is on the offense for the Pines to take advantage of that turnover.
Rupert steps under center. How's a look? Get everybody in place. Rupert looking to expose maybe a weak side here, and Rupert with a run, and he gets a first down and gets to the 50. Still stays in bounds. Finally just gets a shoelace out of bounds just past the 50-yard line, but great run, great trickery again by Rupert as he had everybody believing he was going to throw to Bully.
And Mitchell Fortuna had the best chance to bring him down far earlier than when he did come out of bounds, but Fortuna just couldn't wrap him up. And a big gain there for the Pines. They'll take it as they try to come down the field here.
Referees again have a little conference midfield with 11:10 left in the second quarter. Scoreless tie here between the Swain Brothers Bantam McGregor team and the Blue Water Pools Bantam Pines squad here in Chatham-Kent Cougars football. Championship game, Michael.
Yeah, and it's really both defenses are playing championship quality here, as it's still a scoreless football game. You just kind of have to feel things out here and wonder. There's going to be an offensive breakout here pretty soon from one of these teams. And the Pines trying to feed off that takeaway that they had in the interception just minutes ago.
Rupert calling his troops in. They set up. Bully to the wide side. Near side. And he fires it off far side. And another interception, this time by the John McGregor Panthers. And a great pick by number 50, Drew Barco, the quarterback. And he hauls it in and is pulled down right around the 50-yard line.
My goodness. That one almost hauled in by Clark Vlasman. That was just targeted for his hands, but coming out of nowhere. Barco just snatches it out of the air. So we've each seen one interception, one for both sides of the football.
And what a great play by Barco. It wasn't the body, it was just all hands on that one.
It was. He just came out of nowhere. It looked like that was going to be a completion. And Barco changes the complexion of the game once again. So we'll see now if McGregor can take advantage of the takeaway.
And so Barco will try to lead his troops to the end zone. Who will score first here? That could be a big stop here. That whoever scores first could be the winner of this football game, the way they've been playing.
3-0 final. That's my prediction. Even though we're not seeing many kicks here on this day of champs in the Bantams.
Well, I agree with you, Michael. This will be a barn burner as Barco gets set up. The offensive general for the John McGregor squad hands it off, and Stewart rushes the far side. Breaks one tackle, but then is hauled in on the jersey. That's Corin Stewart. Still a gain of maybe a yard.
Breeze picking up a little bit here as we progress through the midday on this Sunday.
Doesn't affect the players much, but it
No.
cools down the broadcast booth a
It's
little
not
bit.
bad right now, yeah. Nice fall day around here.
As they're calling no gain on that. Stewart didn't make any headway. A lot of east to west running, breaking a tackle, but just made it back to the line of scrimmage. Setting up out of the eye. Barco back, rolls, and he rolls right into, again, number 6 for the Pine squad, Ethan Chenier Lane. And he ran face-to-face with him, and he hauls him down. Again, a little size mismatch, but
Yeah, but Barco was not given any time to make a decision. He had to be bang-bang with that one, and he got brought down very quickly. So good pressure by the Pines D.
so it's third down, about 13 yards. Barco mishandles the snap, still sets it up, fires it up, and almost picked off again as Bully got his hand up and pulled down. And that pass was meant on the far side for number 70 for the Panthers, Trevor Lawton.
Cody Bully on both sides of the football making a name for himself in this first half. We might set a record for number of interceptions in a football game the way this is turning out here.
So now they're set. Coaching staff here, Scott Barco, Sean Miller, Don Zondag, Matt Hart, Brandon Bennett, Colin Bond, Jacob Miller, Rebecca Miller for the McGregor team. As they're set down, they're going to the punt. A high kick, not many yards. And it drops down, and so they're going to be taking over about midfield.
Almost bouncing right on the midfield line there. So one of the rare kicks that we've seen this morning.
The Pine squad, P.J. Pearson, John Vlasman, Jim Sekarak, Tanner Horlbach, and Christine Luchik are the coaching squad for the Pines. And kudos to these coaches who take their time out, volunteer, get out here and help out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's this kind of thing can't go on without volunteers. So giving up many hours over the course of this season. And a
Now the
timeout
Pines
here.
Take a timeout.
Well, both defenses have to be quite confident with what they're doing here in this football game so far, about a quarter and a half into it. Keeping their eyes on the football the entire time because these interceptions, one for each side, it's not really because of poor throws necessarily, just been good.
Great defense.
Yeah, crisp passes by the quarterbacks, but the defense is just sneaking in at the last moment and taking it away.
So you got to figure, Mike, that whoever establishes the running game first could be the team walking away with a victory. And once they get busting through, then that's going to make a big difference when they find a running game.
Exactly. Neither team finding their feet, so to speak, on the ground yet. But if you like good defensive football, this is shaping up to be pretty good so far.
As they line up right at midfield, Pines squad has the ball. Number 14, Lucas Rupert, is the quarterback. He pulls back. He's empty backfield, throws it out into the flats, and Sekarak gets the ball, and he gains the first down. Alex Sekarak, he is the big horse for the Pines team.
Absolutely. Good short pass by the quarterback, and Sekarak able to easily catch that one, and most of those, if not all of the 10 yards coming after the catch.
Pines quick to the line. Get ready to go. Sets back. 2 in the backfield. Hands it off to Bully, and Bully sidesteps one tackle. Another gives a straight arm and fumbles a football, and the Pines recover. But there's a flag down on the play, as I think maybe a face mask on Bully as he got that hand out there. The stiff arm, I think it went into a face mask.
That's going to be unfortunate if it's against the Pines and Bully, because he was just going around defenders like they were.
Great recovery by Starr there on that fumble. Young Evan Starr dove on the ball and hauled it in, but it's going to get marched back, and it is getting marched back a long way.
Oh, my goodness. Completely negating that impressive run by Bully, but it's going back to the 50-yard line in Pines territory.
3rd and 25.
Whew.
First and 25 is now.
Coach from the Pines arguing
bit
vehemently
upset
that it was just a stiff arm, but he got that into the face mask.
Another fumble. And this time the McGregor Panthers recover. Another turnover. Actually, they're calling the Pines recovering. We'll see. They say the Pines recovered, as arguing that fact is number 70, Trevor Lawton. He thought he hauled it in, but the whistle went down. So taken for loss, it'll be 2nd down and a bunch.
And a whole bunch here.
A 5K walk.
A brisk one. This is quite something. So shooting themselves in the foot on this drive here are the Pines.
Rupert set. He's looking for that one big play. And rolls out. Fires it up for Bully. And Bully almost hauls it in. Great defensive play by number 12 for the Panthers. That's Braden Charbonneau, as he got into the hands of Bully and didn't allow him to make that catch.
That was almost going to be a nice catch by Bully down the right side. He stayed with that football the entire way, saw it right in, almost into his hands, but again, that last-minute slap away by the defense and McGregor.
Look for a little run play here as their Pines are bringing out number 50, Jude Pearson. He's going to spearhead right on the line. Look for him to try and make a hole as they set up out of the eye. Roll back, and Pearson gets the football. He just runs up the middle, a rumble, and oh my goodness. And a great gain, but obviously nowhere near a first down. But he pushes the Pines back, the McGregor team back into their field.
Well, that is the run of the afternoon so far, but despite the 3rd and 27, the Pines giving it their all there, but that still leaves 4th and about 13. So a big 14-yard run on the ground, but they just had too big of a hole with 3rd and 27 to start with.
Pearson at least got him within striking distance of getting in a first down here. Need one big play, and in the backfield they've got Bully. Always Carrick is there, gives it off to Bully. Bully cuts wide, scampers past one. Gain of about 5, but not enough. Gain of about 7, that is, but not enough, as they'll turn it over on downs at the 45-yard line.
So the face mask penalty against the Pines proving to be the deciding factor there. Just too much for them to overcome, as they were 3 area codes away from the first down marker. So,
well, the grass is growing pretty good in both of the end zone areas, because they've not been anywhere close to it. It's been all midfield battle here today at the CK Athletic Complex.
As we are just over 4 minutes away until halftime, so a scoreless first half. That kind of shows you what kind of a game it's been.
Gary Patterson, Mike Renier bringing you the game today. Back together again. And Barco, a little bit of a stumble, but regains control of the football, hands it off. And with that run on that one was Stewart, and he had a gain of about 3 yards on that play.
You mentioned it earlier in this quarter. It's going to be who gets that ground game established. And they haven't really been testing. Neither side's been testing the ground game at all in this first half. So
I don't understand why the Pines just don't give McGregor a steady dose of Jude Pearson. Boy,
yeah,
he just dropped his shoulder and ran.
Maybe retooling at halftime. That might be a new plan that they have.
Marco out of the eye again. Tough snap. Hands it off to Stewart, and Stewart fumble, and McGregor covers on that play. And they cover close to the first down.
Very, very close.
They're going to move the change. It is a first down.
Good second effort there by McGregor to push forward. And the ball comes up now to the 52-yard line, so they're close to midfield as McGregor tries to get on the board before halftime.
Great play to regain that by Kyleek Chandler. Was the number 14 who dove on that ball. 2 number 14s for the Panthers, Kyleek Chandler. As well, you've got Trayvon Mulder. Incomplete.
Trying to go right up the middle and into no man's land as that safely falls in the turf. So some miscommunication offensively there for McGregor.
2nd and 10. 2:31 left in the second quarter. Still a scoreless tie in this Bantam Championship game between the Bantam Pines wearing the blue jerseys, the Bantam Panthers wearing the white jerseys. Barco under center. Sets up. Heavy to the left. Hands off, though. And Stewart gets tossed around, but still a gain of about 7 yards in that play for Stewart. Nice run.
And these teams maybe were thinking, hey, maybe we should keep this on the ground a little bit. We're getting some momentum here with the run game as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
Good old smash mouth football, Michael. The way it's meant to be played on a beautiful November day.
That's right. All it's missing is the rain and the mud. But we're thankful that it's not raining and muddy.
We're good without that.
I think we're on. This is just a gorgeous day.
About to snap to Barco and hands it off, and getting through there was number 14 for the Panthers, and I'm trying to have a look at which 14 it is. And that one, once again, was Kyleek on that play, Kyleek Chandler.
And the Pines reading that play well as they came along the near side, and Jude Pearson was one of the Pines players that were able to converge and make that tackle. 4th down, so this is a pivotal play here for this first half for both sides. Still a scoreless game, under 2 to go.
Like this Pearson kid, he's not afraid to do it all. Both sides of the football,
Exactly.
Defense and offense.
And we're actually starting to see a couple of players on both teams star on both sides of the football and being asked to play a complete game here today.
4th down, 30-second timeout. Looks like the McGregor team going to have their kicking squad in. They've got Pines have a man back deep. Rupert, the quarterback. Are they going to go for it on 4th down or another kick? No, they're going to go for it as Barco set out of the shotgun. He's back. Rolls out. Chenye Lane was in hot pursuit. Forced the throw. Barco got rid of it and tried to toss it over to Chandler, but just a little bit in advance, so that turned it over on downs. Again, midfield, the Pines take over.
Kyleek Chandler had some room to move and just maybe was a little out of his reach, off his fingertips, so that's a tough 4th down turnover. And still 98 seconds to work with in this opening half. And see what UCC can do with the football.
As Rupert steps back, fires it off to Bully. Bully now a little trickery, puts it up into the air, and great defense once again. Awesome defensive play by number 12, Braden Charbonneau for the Panthers. That pass was meant for number 10, Evan Starr.
The diminutive Evan Starr, he almost overcame the odds there and made a great catch. That was targeted right for his hands. But as you mentioned, Gary, nice last-second defensive move there by the Panthers. Defense still shining on both sides here.
2nd and 10, near midfield. Pitched off, on the move. And another bomb out, as throwing that one was number 26, Braden Benoit. An incomplete pass meant for number 64 on that play, Clark Vlasman.
Some creative play calling this time around just before halftime for the Pines as they're trying to make something happen here offensively.
So 3rd and 10, and you know what, Mike, the way they're burning the clock real quick here, that's going to give McGregor another shot. McGregor has been the team that's trying to establish running game more so than the Pines.
See what kind of field position they get with the football, if they do in fact get this football back, but still very much in possession of UCC right now.
3rd down, Rupert hands it off. Once again on the move is Benoit. Benoit cuts the corner and out of bounds, gain of about 2 yards.
Right at midfield, but they still have about 7 or 8 yards to go to move the chains and only 80 seconds to go.
Brings up a 4th down. Or they're giving about a 1.5 yard gain on that.
So this is about a 9-yard trek for a 1st down. And they're going to try for it.
Rupert takes the high snap, hands it off to Bully. Bully cuts up and fires through it. A great tackle. As jumping into there was young Mulder to make the tackle on that one. Trayvon Mulder, as he just dropped his shoulder and took down the big number 75 Bully. Another turnover on downs.
Yeah, good job by Mulder. Very good, as he was not afraid of the big size of Bully coming down on him, and an important tackle to get that football back. So you mentioned having lots of time. Minute 14, about half the field to work with.
And Barco's been trying to establish that running game with Corn Stewart. This time he fires it up into a wide open Charbonneau. And he knocked out of bounds around the 24-yard line. That was Braden Charbonneau with the catch.
And Charbonneau was wide open. Pine's not expecting that play. And now, minute 5 to go in this second quarter. Good field position here, and lots of time still on the clock for McGregor.
Barco lets his mates know the play. Got lots of time. Got some great runners there. Stewart back to throw again. He fires it up deep again to Charbonneau, just too far. And Charbonneau can't haul that one in, and felt his ribs on that one, knocked the wind out of him a little bit, but tough kid getting right back into it.
Yeah, Charbonneau had some room to move at the goal line, just about 6 inches over top of his wingspan. And they'll try again on second down with 1 minute to go in the first half.
2nd and 10. Barco sets out of the shotgun. Couple backs, though. Stewart gets the ball. Tries to cut up middle, and he gets nailed by Pearson, but keeps going. And he probably gained about 3 on that play. That was a big hit by Jude Pearson.
I could feel that up here.
Oh.
Pearson rocking him right up the middle.
So we're looking at a third down, 48 seconds left, 3rd and 6. They're trying to pump it into the end zone here. And getting rumbled around there is number 70, Trevor Lawton. If any gain at all, it's very, very marginal. Brings up a 4th down with 39 seconds left. So unless they connect on a pass here, Michael, it looks like that we could be going into the halftime scoreless.
We might. We'll have to check that out. 3 Pines players with a big tackle there. My 3-0 prediction might not be terrible. Well,
Exactly.
We'll see. It
You're
is
right
4th
there.
down.
And Barco rolled out. Great defense and a fumble, but the McGregor recovers. His great defense again is quickly squeezing through and making that big tackle was number 64, Clark Vlasman, and gives his team 23.7 seconds left to try and make something happen.
So some courageous play calling here on 4th down for both sides in this first half, but nothing doing. Lots of turnovers on downs. And it's a long field here for the Pines as they try to hit the score sheet first.
Set back, and Rupert surveys the lay of the land. He's got 23 seconds to move about 70 yards. That's a tall order today.
It certainly is.
He fires it up through the middle of the Bully. Bully, first down, and then just hauled down by the shoelaces by Charbonneau. Braden Charbonneau, again, both sides of the ball. He's making the big plays.
Absolutely. And Bully looked like he might have been able to get away from that tackle, but Charbonneau just getting enough of below the knees of Bully to trip him up.
18.6 seconds left. Sets up. Rupert rolls out right. Sidesteps. One tackle, another, and now he gets hauled down after a gain of about 8 yards with 2.1 seconds left.
So it looks like just one play left to go in this first half. See how they play it here. They're going to go downfield, or are they going to try some more success on the ground to see if they can get a big 60-yard run.
Last play.
63-yard run.
as he's set. Rupert. Is right there underneath center. Two backs, pulls back, pitches it off, and here comes that throw again. Fires it up, and that was meant for Vlasman. And the pass by number 26, Brandon Benoit, but it goes incomplete, and that'll bring to an end of the first half of football here. 0-0 tie in this Bantam Championship game.
Yeah, the defense is sparkling for both sides here. Frustrating some offenses, couple of interceptions, one on each side in this opening half. And this is going to maybe have some readjustments, some adjustments made for both teams in the locker room. We'll see what the second half holds in store. But again, it's probably going to be a very low-scoring championship game this morning.
Again, Mike, both teams are playing well. Both teams are executing properly. First little bit, their passing was a little bit out, but you got to get the butterflies to these young men, and they get a little amped up, and they really want to win and trying to do a little too much. But you know what? They've reined it all in, and both teams are doing all the little things right. Just defense has been stellar.
So come on back, second half, moments away from the athletic complex in Chatham-Kent. Scoreless first half of the championship game. And the Pines and McGregor, Swain Brothers, and Blue Water Pools, your biggest sponsors. Mike Renia, Gary Patterson back with the second half coming up.
We're back with the second half, and a little fumble on that, but regaining control was number 75, Cody Bully, and Bully rolled in, and he rumbled up, and so they're going to start around the 31-yard line for the Pines, and they're going to try and get on the board here in this Bantam Championship game.
Yeah, nothing necessarily working offensively in the first half, but that's not a credit to poor offense. It's just the defense really coming up big and reading the football well for both sides.
Yeah, and you know what? It has been definitely a defensive battle here. As setting up again is Rupert under center and hands it off to Bully once again. And the Pines are trying to establish their running game. A great defense as a throng of John McGregor boys there, including diving there again, real hard. A hit is Trayvon Mulder with a big hit. So,
yeah, you wonder if they keep running Bully on the ground, the Pines might be starting to get some success. 4 McGregor players it took to take down Bully in that last play. So we'll see if that's going to be a trend in this second half.
Big gain as all set up. Rupert ready to roll. And set back, and Rupert fires it through, but just short. That was targeted for Vlasman, but it was just not enough mustard on that ball to make it to Vlasman. It fell about halfway.
Yeah, and Rupert double teamed, so he had to make a decision really quick, and he had to throw it into no man's land. So big third down coming up here for the Pines.
Dee Merkus joining us up here in the broadcast booth with some big news. Dee?
Grandma. She's a grandma.
7-pound baby girl. Name is? Lucille, beautiful name, so congratulations.
You picked a
Dee,
fine
Jim,
time to leave me.
Mike Renier. Set back.
Karaoke star I'm not.
A high snap, but Rupert tried to scramble for a first down, and he might have gained a yard or two, but not enough. Brings up a fourth down. Here in this championship game, scoreless tie, 9:55 left in the third quarter.
And once again, defense coming up big for McGregor, so decision time here for the Pines with about 4 yards to go on fourth down. We've seen a lot of turnover on downs in the first half, so we'll see if that trend can be broken here. Big up. Bully is back ready to go to make something happen.
He is a big bully, isn't he? Stepping back, Rupert under center, pulls back, hands it off to Bully, and Bully is attacked right away, and he's trying to get to the first down and falls short as, again, John McGregor up to the task, and the Panthers' number 6, Caden Allward, steps up and makes a huge tackle on 4th down.
Well, it looked like Bully was dead on arrival at the 35-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage, if not a yard behind it, but he was able to make something happen, falling just about a yard short of the first down, but Bully didn't quit until the very end.
Great field position. As you see, all sorts of parents rushing through. Haven't seen a man bun in a while, but we've got one in the audience today.
I think you look fantastic in a man bun.
I don't think so. I'm passing on that one. As Barco is back, hands it off to Stewart. Stewart is mauled by a great defensive play by Jude Pearson. And Pearson made the tackle, but also the tie-up on that play was made by number 26, Brandon Benoit. So a double tackle there.
Petition has now begun to get you in a man bun haircut.
I just need hair on the top of my head. I'd be happy with that, you know.
It's amazing what medicine can do these days. We'll see what happens.
So they're all set up now as lined up, 2nd down and about 12. And Barco has a word with his offensive line saying, guys, this is what we want to go. Goes back, make sure all the running backs are on the same page here. Out of the eye. Rolls back, fakes it, and once again, the pest of today has been Ethan Chenier-Lane, as he was right there. He's so quick to make penetration and get through, and ties Barco up deep. So you know what? Barco's not having any time at all in all of this, as it's 3rd down and a late flag on the play here against McGregor. So this could even pin them back even further as they roll back. And my goodness, Michael,
we've seen it all in this game, haven't we? And not really.
Not all of it. We haven't seen any scoring.
Right, exactly. That's
the
the only thing we
seen.
haven't seen. My goodness.
Holy cow. Again.
Just when you think a team's going to have momentum scoring and on the offensive side of the football, just something happens.
3rd down in a Boston Marathon for the first. So they've backed them up 10, 20, 27 yards now.
This is our second 27-yard to go in this football game.
Barco rolls back. And again, Ethan
wow.
Chenier-Lane is right there. This kid is lightning, and it's just amazing as young Drew Barco is going to be dreaming about this kid, having nightmares about Chenier-Lane. He's just right through there. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. It's now literally a new area code.
Yes.
They're in another county right now.
It is the 435 area code. 4th and 35. That's what it is. And now they're going to get Barco a little bit of help as big number 99, Lucas Miller, rumbles in, and he's going to be a big brick in the wall for the John McGregor team, as defense, again, has been the key. And, again, Chenier-Lane, look at this kid. He's, again, looking up to all of these other guys, but he's fierce. He's like a leopard out there as he just bolts right through and attacks the quarterback.
4th down and 35 to go. So field position is going to be good for the Pines.
Barco sets out of the shotgun. They got 3, and like they're going to kick it. They're kicking. And
that's a good one.
Good boot. Rolls back, and Rupert picks it up, and Bully's going to set up to block. Rupert cuts up the side, and he gets tied up, passes one tackle, and now good hustle from behind as, again, Braden Charbonneau from behind tackles Rupert, and that's at about the 48-yard line of McGregor.
Excellent return by Lucas Rupert after a bit of a bounce off of that punt. That was a Pines bounce, and Rupert took it the rest of the way up to the 48-yard line, 47-yard line of McGregor. So this is pretty good starting field position for the Pines here.
Now Rupert sets things up. 2 receivers. They're out of the eye. Hands it off to Pearson, Jude Pearson, and tries to establish that running game, and he's tackled by 3 McGregor players. Again, big thank you to the sponsors, Blue Water Pools, the Pines team, and Swain Brothers for the John McGregor team.
Pearson's hurt.
He's a little slow getting up, but he's a horse. Trainer runs out on the field. And he's down on one knee. She says, sit down. And, again, just a stinger. And knock the wind out of him. I'm sure he'll be back. He's a warrior, this kid.
Getting his right leg looked at, I believe, from this angle.
She told him, just sit still. We'll get you up. And he's up. A little bit slow once you get the weight on it and the blood flowing again. Just took that helmet. Got 3 guys tackling him, right? He took a knee or a helmet to the looks like to the right thigh. But again, he's heading off the field. Paul John Pearson, PJ Pearson is the head coach. Johnny Vlasman, Jim Sekarak, Tanner Horlbeck, and Christine Lucic, the staff here for the Pines team.
Hopefully we'll see Pearson back in a couple of series, looking better, putting more weight on that leg as he approaches the sideline. So
he's
he'll be
a tough kid. It's nice to see tough kids nowadays. You don't see them anymore. Back when we were kids, we'd catch on fire and still come back out and play.
Walk to school uphill both ways.
Heck
I've heard that story so many times. Grandpa over here.
First down on the play. Rupert fires it out, and making the play is number 26, Brandon Benoit, and they move the chains through.
Still scoreless. 2.5 quarters in here today, and the defense is coming up large. Couple of turnovers.
But it's very apropos. Remember that one thing on Facebook you see that, in 1944, 18-year-olds are storming Normandy and storming the beaches, and 18-year-olds today are upset because their feelings are hurt. So things are a little bit different nowadays.
Pokemon Go.
Exactly. Big hit, and still with the ball and still trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage was number 26, Benoit, but he took a huge hit. I think that was number 12, Charbonneau, who threw the big crunch on him.
Speaking of tough young kids, Benoit, he took that shot.
Wow.
Didn't look like he was touched. He was unfazed and was still able to get a couple of yards after that one. So good job by Benoit to stay with it. And second down, there's still quite a ways to go here.
As they set Rupert under center. How's it look? 4:22 left. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Rupert fires it up. And nice catch. Hauling it in was number 75, Bully, but he gets pulled down by number 25 for the Panthers. And that is Corin Stewart. So, Mike, somebody's knocking on the door to score here.
Yeah, we haven't seen this at all in this football game, but almost underthrown, but Bully able to cut back a little bit and use that big wingspan to hole in that football. And a big play by Bully. Give him a lot of credit for hauling in that football and keeping the chains moving here.
1st and 10 of the 15 with 3:44 left in the third quarter. And back just pitches it up through center. Nobody there. They misread the play as he just tried to toss it up into no man's land.
That seemed like a whole bunch of confusion on the offense of the Pines there. Nobody seemed to be on the right page with that one.
That's what's called a cluster nut.
I think so. I think you're pretty close.
On that play.
I think you're pretty close.
As they set in, Rupert. How's it look? Again, rolls out to the left and up through center. That was meant for number 64, Vlasman, but just a little overthrown. So, again, brings up 3rd down and 10 now. This begs to differ. Will they score?
See, now a shadow of doubt is cast after some pretty good football movement getting down this close, but it's almost like there's nerves when you get this close to the end zone and things looking a little bit more discombobulated for the offense for UCC here.
Pearson, the workhorse, on the sideline still walking off his thigh injury. And they hand it off to Bully. Bully cuts around and slowed down a little bit, but once again, he's pulled down and gain of might have gotten to the first down on that play.
Awfully close. Awfully close, but Bully just almost running over everyone.
Huge play by Braden Charbonneau again, throwing his body in and sacrificing. That should bring up a first down and goal.
And very, very close, but Bully's long strides, and he got around about 3 defenders. It's exactly what the Pines were looking for, and we have never been closer to points in this game than we are right now by a long shot.
As they're set back, Rupert under the ball, under center, grasps the ball, looks, rolls out, and fires it off. This one to Sekarak, and Sekarak jumps up and touchdown. He's a little slow getting up, though. He landed right on his back. What a big touchdown. As the Pines have drawn first blood here late in the third quarter. First score of the game.
We have broken the score, deadlock score here at 0. Finally points on the board, so that's going to give a huge boost to the Pines. We'll see if McGregor can answer here late in this third quarter.
Sekarak's still shaken up because when he went up in the air, he landed straight on his back and a little bit slow getting up. And that just knocked the wind out of him, I think.
Hopefully he'll be all right. We've seen that a couple of times in this game.
So they've got the 6 on the board. And now the Pines are going to go for 3, 2, or 1. As we've got this down now, Michael. Kick is 3.
I hope you do, because I don't have it down just yet.
Pass is 2 and run is 1.
Yes.
So that's what we've got for the extra points, for the point after attempts. And they're going for the kick. They're going for the 3 points. Bully, the big bully, set to make the kick. Gotta have a clean snap, a little bit high. Bully set, and it's blocked.
Blocked.
So 6-0. The score remains. Another great defensive play by McGregor.
So we'll see if McGregor can use that as some motivation here as they'll get the football back as they prevent the 3 points from going up.
Unbelievable. What a great game. Great defense. One scoring play. Sekarak did the up in the air and over and hit his back. And I see Jude Pearson who wants to get his cap back on. He wants to get back into this game. He looks no worse for wear now as he's walking around. He looks like he's walked off that injury to his right quad, and he does get his cap back on. So
Cody Bully, a big force in that last drive offensively for the Pines.
Well, the Pines are going to need everybody they can get as the John McGregor Panthers are now steamed and ready to come back, down 6.
Well, they have seen that scoring can be done in this game, so they're going to have to try and duplicate that now.
Sekarak and Bully. Sekarak, big boot. Charbonneau has it go over his head. He lets it go out of bounds. And it goes out of bounds probably around the 20-yard line, close to the 20. And Charbonneau now, they're going to set it up. It's going right back to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the John McGregor squad, sponsored by Swain Brothers.
So a good clock eater, too, that last drive by the Pines, where they scored the first points of this football game.
John McGregor Panther squad, hoping that they have the key to good offense, sponsored by Swain Brothers.
Get out. Get out. You're done.
And of course, the Pines hoping to make a splash, the Blue Water Pool team, as well on defense.
That
cuts through.
Next show at 3 this afternoon.
And cutting through that one, that was Trayvon Mulder carrying the ball there. And Mulder taken for a loss of about 5. So 2nd and 15. McGregor trying to get something going with just 50 seconds left in this third quarter. So they do have lots of time in the game, but they want to make some noise now. Don't give the Pines any opportunity to storm back.
No, they need the momentum back in their favor, and this is a perfect time to do it, but they've dug themselves more of a hole here with that 5-yard drop.
Stewart gets the ball, takes the handoff, and again, now the Pines defense is standing up and squashing the McGregor run game. So Barco looks to the sidelines for a little bit of assistance from the coaching staff. Where do we go from here? So they call in the play. Scott Barco, head coach, just says, keep on. Status quo, let's go. Sends in the play with Charbonneau. Braden Charbonneau makes the call. And Alex Barco, or check that, Drew Barco, out of the shotgun. Last play of the quarter. Barco rolls out right. Fires a long one up, and that is a bomb to Stewart. Makes the catch at midfield. First down at the 45-yard line. And a great play as Barco unleashed that one, and all alone was Corin Stewart.
What a huge shot in the arm for the McGregor Panthers offense. Stewart had no one around him, and a perfect throw right into his chest. And that is probably the biggest offensive play that we've seen from the McGregor Panthers squad in this football game. Right after the Pines score the major, that's exactly what McGregor needed.
Well, they were down to a third down and long after being stymied twice, not being able to establish a running game here. And now the Pines back on their heels.
Don't even worry about that. Thank you. Can't say ass on TV. Thank you.
They're back. And quick run, a loss of probably about 3 yards.
Should be home by 3.
Say that. She was kind of upset. She didn't want to have a section, but she had to, so we'll get through it. It's okay. It'll all work out. Bye-bye.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Long bomb and interception again as Bully now flags on the play as Bully hauled it in, and he's brought down near the line of the original line of scrimmage. So we'll see what the flags are for.
Man, oh man, he's becoming a one-man show, certainly in this second half. If he wasn't in the first half, but a big pick there from Bully. We'll see if this flag affects anything.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it probably will. But still, Bully seems to be getting stronger as this game goes.
Against the Pines.
Yeah, that's huge. Huge boost for McGregor here.
Big interception, but they're going to still piece off some yards. And pinning the Pines all the way back to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. John McGregor, their defense is really going to have to step up here.
They want to keep UCC down that deep and get the football back in some excellent field position.
Rupert set, rolls out, just quick snap, intercepted and into the end zone, rumbling in. Just taken out just outside of about the 1-yard line was number 70, Brady DeVoe. Check that, number 70 on that one. Trevor Lawton, he sniffed that play out, and now the John McGregor team, wow.
That was big, huge, almost pick six. Within a few feet of taking that one to the house, but the defenses come up large, and so hopefully they have, if you're a McGregor fan, the defense serving that one up on a tee for the offense.
Absolutely huge play by Lawton as he picked off Rupert. And so now Barco all set to go. A play called in again as scampering in for McGregor. Bringing the play in is number 56, Mitchell Fortuna. Barco has a look around, waiting to start. As they're set, Barco under center, pulls it off, hands it off to Lawton. Lawton looks left, looks right, and tries to bust through the center. And a small gain, if any, falls at about the 6-yard line.
You got to imagine the pressure is pretty high on McGregor here as they were given that gift, almost a pick six, stopped just short, and down by 6 points. They need to hit the end zone here.
2nd down. Coach Scott Barco say, just relax, guys. Do what you've been taught all year. Make it happen. 9:13 left in the fourth quarter. Hands it off again. This to Stewart. Corin Stewart, gain of maybe a yard on that play. So that brings up to third. Third down at about the 4 or 5 yard line.
Defense remains stingy here for the UCC Pines.
Now it's time for Barco having a look because his passing game, the Pines have been great at intercepting. They're just so big and tall. So Barco sets under center. Changes up the play at the line. Tells Fortuna, I need some help here. Rumble me through. Rolls out to the left. Looks up. Fires it in. And just tipped away. And that was meant for Lawton. But lucky he got a piece of it at his fingertips because there were two hungry Pines players right there waiting for an interception.
Yeah, that was almost another INT there. And that would have been just a killer for McGregor. And now it comes down to 4th and goal. So the pressure has to be immense now for the offense for McGregor to produce something here.
They've got 5 yards to go. Setting back. Barco back, rolls out, pitches it out, and stepping up, and a touchdown to number 97, Matthew Hart. And just a little pitch play by Barco. Made no mistake, a light little pitch out to Hart, and Hart steps in. And being taken out on the play was Ethan Chenier-Lane. He was in hot pursuit, but just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
So they do answer the bell on 4th and goal. After 3 great defensive stands leading up to that play by the Pines, they're going to try and break the tie here and kicking it for 3.
I believe it's Mulder. Kick through, and it's good for 3 points. So 9-6 now. You got 2 14s on the McGregor team.
Yes.
I believe that was Mulder. Trayvon Mulder and Kyleek Chandler are both wear 14. Both have been tremendous players today for McGregor.
You almost think there should be a 14 and a 14A. You're going to have the same number. But a big drive there. Answering the bell was McGregor. A little touch and go at the end as they had 4 shots at the end zone, took all 4 tries to get the major score and tack on the kick at the end. So a 9-point play. So how the momentum pendulum can swing quickly in this football game.
And Michael, you know what? You pretty much called it. You said 3 points was going to be the difference in this game, and right now that's what it's sitting at, 9-6. 7:44 left in the fourth quarter. The Pines really have to get something going here.
So we'll see if the offenses have now woken up for both of these teams. Still lots of football to go. But with the defense being the way it has been today, it might have been enough, but don't count out the Pines just yet.
Goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's where they're going to start.
Good game all around. Offense is waking up here in the fourth quarter.
Look for a heavy dose, too, of number 75, Bully here. And Alex Sekarak. Haven't said his name enough times today for the Pines' liking.
Yeah.
I'd like to get him more involved in the offense, but he's playing offensive line. This is a kid who can catch and carry. Rupert hands it off again to Bully. Bully looks for the hole, dodges and cuts loose, gets close to a first down, and he's brought down by number 70 for the Pines, Lawton, and a flag on the play in the backfield. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a hold, but we'll see. They're discussing what the call is going to be here. Nobody taking
It's
a
going
knee
back.
here.
I think it's going backwards.
It is a personal foul against John McGregor.
Wow. So it went the other way. That is huge. I thought that was going against the Pines.
Scott Barco. Is questioning both the players and the referees on the play, and So now the coaches are having a little conference as well as they're talking about they're chirping at you, kind of nipping back and forth, Michael.
right.
Interesting. With 7:24 left. Again, you know what? I'm one of the fans yelled, it's just house league, but boy, it's still just as intense for the kids and the players and the coaches. They still want to win and they want to give the best, and they want it to be a great game.
Yeah, it's the heat of the battle and the competition. And certainly in a tight football game like this is in the late stages of the game, halfway through the fourth quarter, you're not going to find tempers higher than they will be at this stage of the football game.
And this time the coach is just sticking up for his players. These kids have worked hard, both teams, and they're sticking up for their players. They don't want to see an injustice done on any side of the ball.
No, and I don't think it's going to be any different for the last 7 minutes. It's going to be a tight game right to the end.
Rupert back to throw, rolls out, and he's met by white jersey. Still gets the pass off, and a little shovel pass, and getting pulled down with a gain of about a flag down, but their gain was minimal, and there was Skylar Straker who made the catch on that.
Great presence of mind from the quarterback to get that out at the last moment. Rupert able to shovel it forward, and this penalty is going against the Pines.
That negates the last penalty almost, and pulls it right back to about the 54-yard line. So it's first down and 16 yards, and we've seen this a couple of times today, and more.
We've seen double the distance almost. I think 36 to go. That's been our longest so far.
So Rupert under center, and they're trying to get everybody into their heads now. Rupert under center. He's got Bully in the backfield as well, flanking. Now he rolls out right. Rupert's just going to hang on to this one and run with it. He's got some good legs, and he goes down, gain of about a yard, maybe two.
Good job by Barco to bring him down.
And they set second down. And the coaching staff yelling out directions on both sides of the ball, making sure that their players are still doing their jobs here with just 6:17 left. Rupert, set. Pulls it back, pitches off, and Bully going to get it up into the air, throws it up, and almost intercepted as a couple of 12s were diving for the, check that, no, it was 32 for the, 32 for the Pines. That pass was meant for Anthony Pearson.
Whole lot of hang time on that pass. And it was kind of a jump ball at the 40-yard line along the near side, falling incomplete. So a high-stakes throw there.
Great defensive play by Braden Charbonneau to be part of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Third down, long, Rupert set. Rolls out, has a look, and he's being chased by Lawton, and Lawton runs him down and throws him to the ground. Again, great defense. That defense has been the word this afternoon for this game.
Yep, nowhere to go for the quarterback, and he took a long, long time. And that's a very big loss for UCC. Again, another 4 and very, very long coming up here for the Pines. And time now is starting to be a little bit of a factor. Under 5 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Pines down by 3. So this is setting up to be a very good finish here.
Fourth down, Rupert, and the line comes up. They set. Both teams get a little leg weary here as well. Rupert sets out. It's pitched back. And the run, trying to turn the corner and finally getting the corner turned, and just too much to handle back to the 50-yard line. That was number 26 for the Pines on that play, Brandon Benoit.
So they get that football to the 50-yard line, and now with 4:10 and counting left to go in the fourth quarter, they expect to see McGregor just trying to run off this clock as much as they can. Still time for UCC, but again, they got into lots of trouble with third and fourth down and a mile, so that was way too much to overcome.
Pearson, or check that, Barco, Drew Barco, Hands it off to Stewart, and Stewart just runs it up on the sideline and out of bounds, and another flag on the play. Could be an unnecessary roughness as he was pushed down out of bounds. We'll see what that play is. The flag is down as he gained about 8 yards in that run.
Temper's still high over on the far side at the respective benches.
Tough to take that. You know what? Your team just runs it up and you lose the lead. Personal foul.
A huge one against the Pines there. Absolutely massive as McGregor tries to go for the death knell here.
Barco takes the high snap, hands it off to Mulder, and Mulder pushes, and a flag on the play there. Could be a holding call against McGregor. They'll bring up second down regardless. I think they're going to count this one off against John McGregor, or against the McGregor, I can't call him John McGregor, but the Swain Locksmith McGregor team. Big hold on that, 10-yard call, so it's 1st and 20, Michael.
Yeah, it just keeps kind of going back and forth. Both teams with some huge penalties against them here. Time continues to tick down with 3:15 and counting left to go.
Barco takes the snap and just gets the pass off and almost intercepted. And Benoit was right up there. Good penetration by Benoit to rush Barco on that throw.
And Baxton Anderson was almost there for the interception try, just over his fingertips.
So we've got 2nd and 20. You know, Mike, this game still far from over here with just under 3 minutes left.
Absolutely. If the Pines can make a stand here and get the football back, anything can happen because it's been that kind of game.
Looking at the arm of Barco again as he pulls back. This time hands it off to Lawton, and another flag on the play. First 3 quarters went pretty much without penalty, and now the flags are flying here.
That's right. Making up for lost time.
It's like International Flag Day out here. My goodness.
Almost went 3 quarters without flags and without points, and now both are starting to stream in here.
They're holding hands as they come in. Holding call again. So this will bring up 30 yards. They're just declining they're just putting it at third, and it'll be 3rd and 20 now. Decline on the call. And they look like they're trying to ride the arm of Barco now. That was their big play to bring the McGregor squad up. A nice passing play for a touchdown. And he's back. This time he hands it off to Stewart. Stewart tied up by his shoelaces at the 50. Another 5-yard loss, so it's now 25 yards, 4th and 25.
Brandon Benoit with a big stop right there. And the Pines D doing everything that they can to get this football back. And looks like they will with a fair chunk of time left on the clock as we've reached the 2-minute warning in the 4th.
Gary Patterson and Mike Renier bringing you the action live from Chatham-Kent Athletic Complex. The Bantam final between the McGregor Swain brothers and the Pines Blue Water Pool squad. Again, Barco is up to the snap and boot off to the sidelines. That was number 95, Brennan Dodman, with that kick. And so now they turn it over about the 35-yard line. Pines have 1:53 to march the ball 63 yards.
It all basically comes down to this. There is still time to march the football down the field, but the passes have to be crisp. If they're going to go to the ground, they've got to make darn sure they're big gains to at least try and tie this football game up, or take the lead for the potential win.
Lucas Rupert, quarterback, out of the shotgun. He's flanked by Jude Pearson and Bully, who takes the ball. Cody Bully, again, a little off tackle to the right, and Bully a gain of about 4 yards on that.
If you're going to have it on the ground, that's the guy you want to get it to.
As they're trying to hurry things up now a little bit. Play is called in. Up they go. Rupert set. And again, fires it up through center to Sekarak, and Sekarak first down near the 50-yard line.
Minute 32 left to go, and still a couple of timeouts remaining.
We mentioned earlier we haven't called his name very much, but Sekarak, big part of this Pines team.
Absolutely. He's been involved in a couple of fairly big plays so far in this game, so we'll see if he gets relied upon more.
Rupert hands it off to Pearson, and Pearson just turns and runs up, says, stop me, and they do. No gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10 with 1:20 left.
That was big on the defense from McGregor.
Both teams have to play clean football here, no penalties.
No, which would be a bucking of the trend in this fourth quarter. We've seen a lot of orange flags come out.
Rupert back to throw. Just shovels it off. Hands off to 97. Straker gets to a first down, is still up. And finally, he's called down. No forward motion, and they stopped them.
Straker not easy to be brought down. Took about 2 or 3 white jerseys to end that play up to the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10. The Pines pressing. Tired McGregor defense on the field. And once again, limping up to take the snap. Lucas Rupert rolls back. Fires it up through center again and hits Bully. Bully on the move. And Corin Stewart just grabbed him by the back of the jersey and hauled him in, but not after a gain of about 15, 18, 20 yards.
This game is not disappointing. This is going to go right down to the very end. The Pines not going quietly. 48 seconds left to go and down by 3.
1st and 10 at the 26. 48.2 seconds left, as Mike said. Rupert under the ball, under center, ready for the snap. Looks up. Steps back, rolls right. And he's hanging on to this one, but he is met by white jerseys as making the play on that ball and knocking him down and ripping it out of his hand is Drew Barco with 42.9 seconds left, brings up 2nd and 13.
Rupert thought he could have a big play along the right side, but 2 big white jerseys for McGregor. A giant stop in their own right.
A naked bootleg only usually works in the movies. Back. Rupert rolls out left, fires it up to Bully, and Bully manhandles his way down and pushes down to about the first down area, about the 15-yard line with 28.7 seconds left. No flags. He's actually got 3rd and about 2.
3, yeah, 2 or 3. Inside the 20. What a finish.
They don't care about the 3. They're looking at that goal line.
Yeah.
They need to bust the plane for a victory. Down by 3. The Pines roll back. Hands it off. They do have the first down and rumbling in. Touchdown, Pines!
Man.
Number 26, Brandon Benoit busts through with 21.5 seconds left. 12-9 now the score. And they're going to kick.
Wow.
Coach P.J. Pearson races over, grabs the kicking tee, and throws it out there and said, boys, we're not taking kick this dang ball.
That's right. What a fourth quarter and what a finish. 12-9 to see if they can make it 15 here.
Scoreless for over 3 quarters, and kick is blocked.
Oh, boy.
So 21.5 seconds.
So there's a glimmer here. There's a glimmer.
Goodness. What a game here in this championship. Michael.
A glimmer of hope still for McGregor, but I can't believe this has been a great game overall, but especially this fourth quarter.
We don't even have to watch any NFL action this afternoon.
No.
We've got this game here.
Or if you're watching this replay in, say, May.
Right.
Yeah, whenever this is being reshown. But this has been a fun one to be a part of for sure.
Oh, baby. As they set it out, the Pines are going to 21.5 seconds left. Kick.
And a good
Stewart.
job by the Pines in that last drive
gosh.
to use the ground, use the air.
Lucas Rupert engineering that drive. Sekarak kicks the ball, goes deep. Back to get it is Stewart. He sets up. Now, here's one blocker is Charbonneau. Stewart caught. He rolls out to the left to the right. Finds a seam. And he's gone. And now gets hauled down from behind.
Yep.
It looks like a flag down on the play with 10.3 seconds left. Flags all over the place.
Looked like he got some hands to the face.
As one of the mothers here is a little upset about the tackle and got called, but Corin Stewart,
Still getting shamed.
they were throwing flags and everything else they could find out of their pocket.
There were a tea towel in there thrown on the field.
So, come from the kitchen. No pun intended. Actually, lots of pun intended.
Of course. That's what you're all about, the entire game.
And it makes things punnier.
Very punny.
And
Very
so
punny.
against, so they're calling it a first down, and now they're going to march off some yards here, I believe. Offsetting penalties now. Oh, yeah, the second flag was the offsetting penalty. Oh, my goodness. So now you've got 65 yards to go in 9 seconds, and Barco just fires it up into the air. 4.5 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Oh, my goodness.
What a game.
And the fans are.
They're not disappointing either.
No.
They're bringing their A game, too.
We and I don't have to be here. We're trying to be a little comedic entertainment, and they're right down there.
They're doing a fine job.
Again, Barco sets. He fires a long bomb. Oh, and a collision midfield
Man.
between Charbonneau and Bully as time runs out and Charbonneau's down. The oversized Bully, Charbonneau pops right back up. He's just disappointed he didn't catch that one. And they're calling it the game. The Pines win 12-9 after rallying. What a game this was, back and forth.
I didn't know if we'd see any points for 3+ quarters. And then things just seem to work out for the offenses in this fourth. And the win goes to the UCC squad.
And I'm going to say something that you never hear from your wife, Mike. You were right.
Yeah, that's right. I've never heard that in my life, actually.
3 points is the difference of this game. The Pines win 12-9, and a huge touchdown early to break the scoreless tie for the Pines to make it 6-0. McGregor rallied back with a touchdown, and then the 3 points off the kick to make it 9-6, and the Pines come back to make it 12-9 for the final.
Excellent football game. The Blue Water Pools Bantam Pine squad eking one out. Swain brothers for McGregor. Couldn't ask for a better championship game. You couldn't ask for a better football game, no matter what was on the line.
A great defense, hard fought by both teams and both fans. One lady down here is upset there earlier because it was house league, and then now she's upset because they're face and she's not letting it go. But
might have to go to the parking lot to see if there's any
sort it
after
out.
show.
But you know what a great game, and you know what, both teams just rolling it on, and gotta love it. Both hard fought, both teams they fought well, and it's going to be a great championship here.
Absolutely. So hats off to both of these squads, the Pines and McGregor as well. And again, thanks to our sponsors too, Blue Water Pools, Swain Brothers, and earlier on the football game, Parks Blueberries, Campbell Toyota, big sponsors all across for minor football. So this is a fun day of football, Gary.
But the Pines are the champs, and on this day, we have to welcome in definitely Miss Lucille D and Jim Burkus, a new granddaughter. Congratulations. Right. Amy's doing well.
Amy,
and
congrats.
Lucille's doing well, 7 pounds, and that marks a great day. You know what? It supersedes football and anything else in the birth of a healthy child.
And that keeps Dee away from the field. Not a lot keeps her away from the football field.
But she did show up still.
She still showed up.
She did not miss. That's who Dee is. But a great game and a great season. You know, these kids, all of the sponsors and coaches and volunteers through the season, that really makes this just a tremendous sport. And the Chatham-Kent Cougars football program, Michael, as you know, you work well with them. They do such a great job.
Absolutely. Right from the top on down. We see Sel Jordan on the field right now, kind of meandering, but basking in what this day was all about, wildly successful. So a lot of credit goes to that gentleman on the field right now.
He's even got a helmet. Looks like he's, ready to strap it on and get out there and play.
Maybe he should. I think he could do just fine.
He's good enough shape, that's for sure.
So that'll wrap up our coverage from the Day of Champs here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. A big day of football. The champs are the Pines, 12-9. Your final and a great one.
On behalf of Mike Renier, I'm Gary Patterson, bidding you a great day. Thank you for joining us. Go Cougars.